Today we're going to be starting our final chapter, chapter 12, and chapter 12 is going to be all about data and statistics. Today we're going to be talking about whether a sample is biased or not. And we're going to be working on IXL. I just wanted to do a quick introduction on this topic, and then you can go work on IXL. I'm actually going to walk through a couple examples on IXL as well so that you understand what you're doing. So in a bias sample, some people or items are more likely to be chosen than others. In a bias sample, some people or items are more likely to be chosen than others. So when we're looking at a sample, it depends on what we're looking at, whether it's biased or not. If like the group that you're looking at was chosen based upon certain aspects. So when I show the IXL examples, I think this is going to make a little bit more sense. So I'm going to jump ahead to that. So on IXL, this is going to be the one that we're doing. It's identify bias samples. Code is F6N if you need to search for it. I have suggested it for all of you guys, so you should be able to also find it in your top right drop-down menu. So all that this section is going to be giving you a scenario, and then you need to answer if it is biased or not. So in this one, Kyle surveyed 7 patients who spent more than 2 hours at the dentist's office. Is the sample of the dentist patients in general likely to be biased? So we, in this case, are only looking at the people who spent more than 2 hours there. This is not going to include anyone who had just a routine cleaning that took less than an hour, things like that. So this is going to be biased because this is only going to include people that were there for that length of time. It's not just the group of his patients. Looking at a second example. Luna threw a handful of identically shaped buttons into the air, then collected the 26 buttons that landed on the carpet. Is this sample of the buttons likely to be biased? So in this sample, she is just throwing all buttons that are exactly the same. There's nothing that's going to stand out for these buttons. That's nothing that's going to make them land specifically on the carpet. So there's nothing in this situation that's going to make her results biased. Looking at one last example together, so Vincent surveyed 17 elementary school students in a regional spelling bee. Is this sample of elementary school students likely to be biased? In this situation, he's only surveying kids who were in the spelling bee out of those elementary schools. So that's going to be where that bias comes from, because it's only the kids that are in that regional spelling bee. So for this IXL, you need to get at least a 75 in order to receive a C for today's assignment. If you'd like a B, you need to reach a SMART score of 50 or greater, and if you would like an A, you need to receive a SMART score of 90 or better.